and I realize I'm on the wrong side of that starting grid when I hit record, so I'm gonna see what this aftermarket car is. Subaru WRX. Okay, that's cool. But we have a rally build today. And back in Horizon 5, this was one of my favorite cars to like do rally races in. We're gonna ignore that. Yeah, this is by far one of my favorite cars to do rallies in, and we brought it back, even with the same livery. I don't know what it is about this game. You can't import your Horizon 5 liveries, but you can import your, your vinyl groups. Which I did. Imported my vinyl groups, made a few liveries. This one seems to be doing pretty good. For the 79 Camaro, I got the Top Secret Supra, a few MF Ghost ones, Porsche 944, initial D for the 86. I just made a Camaro with some white stripes on it. Yeah, doing decent on the downloads. If you want this livery, I can't give you the share code here. Apparently, that's stupid. Unless, can I do it here? Where are mine? Where are my liveries? Okay, I might just have to do it at the garage if I remember. But anyhow, we're gonna run some laps around this time attack, and this is kind of the benchmark here because I haven't done any other rally builds yet. But I mean, like online dirt racing, and for some weird reason, this thing is really good at touges. I have yet to lose an online touge race using this car. And I think it's just maybe because the rally translates pretty well over to touge. Or it could just be that it's an 8.6. So, I don't know. Went a little wide on that corner, but that's alright. Unfortunately, this thing does not get the inline 4 turbo rally anymore. So if I remember right, I may have put... Did I put the Corolla engine in it? Or the GR Yaris engine? Do those two have the same engine? I don't know. I'm not up to date on modern cars that much. Is that a new PB? We're kind of tracking this dude down that's in front of us. RS200. It was funny, last night I was doing a touge race and I'm just busting out like crazy drifts, and I beat a dude in a C8 Corvette and he just quit after the first one. I need to like tighten up my line on these corners. I'm kind of going wide on some of them. had a real strong start there. I am slowly losing pace. Do one more lap. That's not gonna be good because I went too wide. I figured that much. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna call it here. Actually, yeah, no, we're just gonna call it there. Yeah. So was that 58.091? I believe it's also in this car. Yes, it is. Yeah. Now we're gonna head on over to I almost said the festival, but the garage. Used to saying the festival and playing a lot of. Spent too many years on Horizon 5. So I'll start by giving you guys the design. We'll start with that. Even though you guys probably don't want that, you're not here for that. 178 213 753. One more time, that is 178 213 753. Now we do the build and the tune, so we will start with the share code for the tune, which is 166404588. One more time, that is 166404588. Now for custom upgrades, engine swap, you want the 1.6 liter inline 3 turbo. That is I'm fairly certain that Yaris gets that. I don't know about the Corolla. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up really quick because it's gonna nag at me. Oh yeah, they share the same 1.6 liter inline 3 turbocharged engine. That's cool. Yeah, we basically, technically speaking, the AE86 Trueno is a Corolla. Given that I live in the United States, it's a Corolla. That's what it's called here. And it has a new GR Corolla engine in it, which is really cool to think about. And then we have all-wheel drive. Aero, you can do whatever you want. I have the street front bumper because I want the fog lights. I have the Origin Lab rear spoiler. I have the stock rear bumper. I have the Origin Lab street hood and the stock side skirts. Tires, Rally tire compound. In the front you want 195mm for the width. In the rear you want the 255 width wheels. You may do whatever your heart desires, but I have, what ones do I have? Okay, yeah, they're in the multi-piece rim style. They're the Rotiform BKKs. For the spacers in the front, you want the middle ground. For the rear, you want the maxed out spacer. Drivetrain, 7-speed transmission, race driveline, off-road differential, race brakes, rally suspension, race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars, no roll, or actually, yeah, you do want a roll cage, my bad. You want the race roll cage and the race weight reduction. So what happens with this car is it's because of the lightweight, high horsepower. I don't know what is the horsepower on this thing. Anyway, without the roll cage, it's pretty unstable. So yeah, this thing makes 600 horsepower, which is quite a bit for a car this size and weight. It's pretty unstable, kind of spin out a lot, so I threw the roll cage in to kind of set things down, made it a lot more stable. Anyway, race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race valves, race cams, race exhaust, race engine block, race pistons, race twin turbo with anti-lag. That is my alarm letting me know my laundry is done. Race flywheel. Did I already say race oil and cooling and race intercooler? I don't know, but I did now. Custom tuning. The tire pressure is 18.5 front and back. Gearing 2.20 final drive. The rest remains stock. Alignment, -5, 0.5, my bad, in the front, -0.4 in the rear. Toe is positive 0.8 outward in the front, -1.0 inward for the rear. Front caster angle is 6. Anti-roll bars are 40 in the front, 27.5 in the rear. Springs are 157.4 in the front, 183.6 in the rear. Ride height is 8.1 front and back. Damping, 9.5 in the front, 8.4 in the rear. For bump, you want 1.9 in the front and 1.7 in the rear. Aero, if you got it, leave it stock. Braking, 55% towards the front for balance, and pressure is 100. Finally, the differential, 100 acceleration, 75 deceleration for the front, and 100 acceleration, 80 deceleration for the rear. Center balance of 65% towards the rear. And that is that for that build and tune. So now we're going to do some donuts. I'm gonna rip some donies because that's how we end off all the videos here, and that's how I've been ending off all the videos here for way too many years now. I like doing it in the courtyard. Actually, now that I think about it, this video releases on the day of my graduation. Yeah, I'm getting my degree in geology. Sweet. I'm obviously like a week ahead of time right now, but this thing just doesn't want to dig in. There we go. Celebratory donuts for graduation as well. That's what these are. So yep, next time you guys see me, I will be a full-blown graduate with a bachelor's degree in geology trying to find a job. I have to go turn in some work tomorrow, and that is my last day. Anyway, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next video, and that is all from me today.